Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 1686 of What You Up To Now, documenting primarily the business journey as I transition from the brick and mortar corporate world of business to the online world of business and back and forth again. Our content for today for our annual challenge was talking about envisioning more and acting less. I say reacting less, but acting less. Practicing, rehearsing, thinking about how we want experience to go, how we want things to turn out, the things that we want. We need to focus on what we want. I think I've probably said that hundreds of times this year, and we'll continue to say it for the rest of the year hundreds of more times, because when we focus on what we want, we create that energy and that vibration, and we match up with the things that we want instead of the things that we don't want. Our idiom that coincides with our annual challenge today for our Supersize Your Business for Female Entrepreneurs was skeleton in the cupboard. Now, this is much like skeleton in the closet. Here in the U.S., we say skeleton in the closet. In the United Kingdom and England, they say skeleton in the cupboard. And it comes from, there's some controversy over where it comes from, but most sources say that it came from the era of body snatching in the early 1800s, when doctors and medical professionals wanted to study and teach about and learn about human anatomy and medicine and things. And it was illegal back then to take apart and work on and experiment on dead bodies. And so that caused a whole unsavory, like pretty unsavory to steal, engrave, rob, and take dead bodies market for cadavers and dead bodies. But the people that were using them had to hide the skeletons when they were done, because it was an illegal practice. And it wasn't until it was legalized for human body dissection that that practice and that whole industry went away. But I would imagine it was probably pretty lucrative at the time. Pretty gross and creepy if you ask me, but I don't like to think of bodies being chopped up on anything, any living being. So that was our topic for today. And do we have secrets that are embarrassing and that we think will have a negative impact on our life? Or are we just human and we make mistakes and we need to grow and learn and be responsible for our past actions? We can't change them, but we sure ought to learn from them and make sure we don't make the same mistakes going forward in the future. I was going to talk about my amazing little granddaughter yesterday, but I'm going to pass on that. That was a huge lesson learned for me, that sometimes what we envision and what we think is possible or could happen are things that we can't even imagine happening. So we always need to be prepared, especially when dealing with children and other human beings. If I can help you in any way, hit me up and ask. Otherwise, have a fantastic day, and I will be with you tomorrow.